Iran has drawn a red line with Pakistan. Iran's President Ebrahim Raisi has refused to talk about Kashmir. Let me get you a quick update regarding the story. Ebrahim Raisi is on a 3-day visit to Pakistan. He landed in Islamabad on Monday. Raisi met Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif. The latter had high hopes, in fact, of turning Raisi's visit into a Kashmir campaign. Alas, wicked plans don't always work. Raisi refused to talk about Kashmir. Because why would he? Iran and Pakistan have a lot to talk about. Just months ago, the two countries carried out airstrikes on alleged terror hideouts on each other's lands. There were tit-for-tat missile attacks. Clearly, the two countries have border issues they need to resolve. Now, Raisi is in Pakistan. It's an opportunity for the two countries to talk, strengthen their bilateral ties, strengthen energy ties, and resolve those border issues. Iran's intentions have been clear. In a statement, in fact, Iran's presidential office said, and I'm quoting here, the Islamic Republic of Iran, in line with the neighborhood policy, is interested in promoting relations with Pakistan. And during this trip, various issues, including economic and commercial issues, energy and border issues, will be discussed with the government of Pakistan. But Shehbaz Sharif is more interested in Kashmir, it seems, and we are not surprised. And Raisi seems to have come prepared to tackle Pakistan's Kashmir obsession. Silence was his weapon, his way of dealing with Shehbaz's compulsion to bring up Kashmir. Raisi's silence was his way of snubbing Shehbaz Sharif. So what happened next? Well, Raisi's refusal to engage on Kashmir was too hard to digest for the Pakistani leader, so he resorted to an alternate reality. During the joint press conference, Pakistan's Prime Minister said, and I'm quoting, "I thank you and the people of Iran for raising your voice on Kashmir." Guess what? Raisi did not even acknowledge that comment. And when it was his turn to speak, Raisi did not say a word on Kashmir. This was the first occasion. After the press conference, Raisi had another engagement. This was in Islamabad's Serena Hotel. The gathering was hosted by the Iranian embassy, and there too he did not say a word on Kashmir. Today, Raisi visited Lahore. He went to the tomb of Sir Allama Iqbal. Raisi spoke about Palestine, he spoke about Israel, the United States, the West, but not Kashmir. Because again, why would he? Kashmir is not an issue that can be raised at such forums. Kashmir is India's territory. It is India's internal matter and a rising economic hub of India, in fact. Try visiting Kashmir today. Chances are you will not get a seat on a plane because they are all booked. Hotels are sold out. Local tourist cars are booked out. And despite it all, if you still manage to make it to Kashmir, you would see what a little over 4 years of peace has done to Kashmir. Its tourism is flourishing. Local businesses are booming. People are happy. The valley is, of course, beautiful. It's peaceful. There is no stone pelting, no cross-border terror. Of course, none of this is going down very well with the Pakistani establishment. They are not being able to fund unrest in Kashmir. They are not being able to tolerate the prosperity in Kashmir. Also, the fact that those trapped in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir want to join India. They want to be a part of India's growth story, Kashmir's growth story. All of a sudden, Pakistan finds itself helpless. It can't do much except raise Kashmir at every possible forum. Of course, Raisi would not have any of it. It's not his problem that Pakistan does not have any foreign policy besides Kashmir. Also, Raisi wants cordial ties with India. Ties between India and Iran go back a long way. The two countries share a millennia-long history of interaction. The two countries recently spoke on Palestine. In January, India's External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar, visited Iran. He was hosted by Iran's foreign minister. What about Iran and Pakistan? Well, they have a troubled history. The two sides accuse each other of failing to rein in terror groups. But you see, Pakistan needs Iran. This map will tell you why. Pakistan shares borders with 4 countries: India, Afghanistan, China and Iran. India has refused to talk to Pakistan until it stops its acts of terror. The border with Afghanistan is on fire, with Pakistan accusing the Taliban government of harboring and not cracking down on cross-border terror. Pretty rich, right, coming from Pakistan. And then you have China that has dead-trapped Pakistan. So who is left? Iran. Pakistan and Iran share a 900-kilometer-long border, and Pakistan simply cannot afford to strain relations with Tehran. So it is actively trying to have cordial ties with Iran. Currently, the two countries have bilateral trade worth $2 billion. In May last year, Sharif and Raisi inaugurated the first border market. This is at the non-partisan border crossing. Now, Raisi has become the first foreign leader to visit Pakistan following Shehbaz Sharif's election. Such is the security or the lack of security in Pakistan that Raisi is being forced to scale down his visit. That's right. We are being told that Raisi's activities in Lahore were curtailed. He was supposed to meet journalists, Pakistan's cultural representatives today, but those meetings had to be cancelled. Security clearance was also not given for Raisi's visit to some religious schools and his meetings with scholars. This is such a shame. The Lahore leg of the trip was supposed to be of great cultural importance, but Pakistan's terror culture appears to have had the last laugh here. Does this mean Pakistan is no longer safe for international leaders? Can no international leader visit Pakistan anymore? Can Pakistan not guarantee the security of its guests? Raisi's visit exposed the pathetic condition of Pakistan's capabilities. Raisi has one more day in Pakistan. Pakistan's last effort will be to save some face. And a mention of Kashmir in the joint statement that is expected to be issued once Raisi has left Pakistan. Even if Islamabad succeeds in that design, the world will only be taking by face value what Raisi says. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.